some questions. So does anybody need a card? We do. We have a question. Okay, so Mr. Monica, could you go first? So we'll alternate with the questions. Who goes first? Okay. What inspired you in your youth to pursue a career in law enforcement?
Well, my dad was a parole officer and a probation officer during the time that I was growing up. So I saw a lot of those activities, and I felt that would be a good way to get into police work is maybe through parole or probation. But what I found was I wanted to get into police work to go out and help the community. I have a social work background, a bachelor's in social work, and I did take care of individuals that had mental health and alcohol problems. So that gave me the inspiration to go on. Well, at school, in college, I met a lot of people in different organizations, and we talked about what would be one way to impact the community right away and maybe make a change. And so with that, I felt, I want to get into police work because I'm out with the community. I can prevent things from happening. My whole goal is prevention, not reaction. I'd rather prevent you from being hurt compared to reacting quickly after it's happened. So that's what really generated my ideas to get into law enforcement. My parents, mom and dad, especially dad in probation and parole, because he did bring home a lot of information in those areas. So I became interested in it over time. That's also why I went into social work. I believe that helps the officers do well when you work with people, because it is a people job. Thank you.
Same question?
Same question.
I have to be honest with you. For me, it was Zorro, the Lone Ranger, and Batman. I do have pictures of myself when I was 4 years old and 5 years old, holding a gun and a badge and telling people I was going to be a detective. I'll have to say as well that I must add something that's very different. That when I was in high school, in my community, there were many people who talked horribly about law enforcement and the government. I was told by my family not to join the police department, and that many times they were pigs. I joined the police department because of the incident that happened with my brother. And with this, I had the full intent to go in the community and prevent youth from getting killed, getting hurt. We have a serious problem at this time still. The FBI in January 2009 said that gangs are responsible for 80% of all crime. Last year we spent $8 billion in incarceration, and they're estimating it's going to cost $10 billion. We have to do something very different to stop the number of youth who are involved in gangs and drugs. I'm going to do that for you by starting a county-wide gang task force and stop the amount of loss of life and money.